I'll take a friendly budget. Thank you.
Yep. Chat. Looks crooked. It still looks bad.
What about kid?
We got them
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Onside Sports with the Lexington Blue Sox taking on the Reading Bulldogs. Sorry for the technical difficulties for the first half inning here. There was just some issues setting up, but it seems that we should have everything resolved now and be smooth sailing for the rest of the game. I'm joined by a special guest today, actually, former Lexington Blue Sox play-by-play announcer and also the owner of
Greyhound.
Oh, okay.
A Greyhound, yes. Hi, Mrs. Wojtek. How you doing? You're redlining a little bit with your microphone? It looks like.
Yep. I lowered it a little bit.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Well, it's good to be back on vacation. Been working at the Cortland Standard in Cortland, New York, the last year and a half. Started out as a sports reporter, got promoted to sports editor. Been a one-man sports department for the past year, but then again with not very many sports going on because of gestures broadly at everything. Haven't had a whole lot of sports to cover, but high school sports season was in full effect for the spring in New York, and now with summer and Little League wrapped up and everything, we're getting back into the swing of things and should be full speed in the fall. And this is a man coming up to the plate who hit a ball over the fence, something I thought I would never see. Obviously, I didn't see with my own eyes, but Josue Feliciano. This is a man who, if you remember 6 years ago, I called the walk-off suicide squeeze, and he bunts that one foul for strike one. He hit a walk-off suicide squeeze in that epic 15-14 championship game victory over the Andre Chiefs. In a game that had everything: rain delays, sprinkler delays, Rick DeAngelis getting ejected. Started on Thursday, ended on Sunday afternoon. Jared Frenny pitching in extra innings. Mike Hart with the big 3-run home run to tie it. And then Sway, with the bases loaded, bunts his way on board for the game-winning RBIs. This is into deep center field, and this will be caught for out number one. But Sway, the cover man for Bunter Aficionado magazine, but I remember a few years ago he was leading the league in hitting, and then he was running out a ground ball down the first base line, and his quad popped so hard that Sal Mirabella heard it from the Blue Sox dugout, and I thought his career was over. But he told me he has healthy legs for the first time in 5 years, and he hit a ball over the fence in that game against the Alabrandis, which the Alabrandis ended up winning 2-1 in walk-off fashion, and that was the only run the Blue Sox had that game. But comebacker there for out number two as we're 2 up, 2 down into the bottom of the first inning. The Blue Sox, the home team for this game, is the Blue Sox. Town of Lexington closed all the grass fields in the town today because of the conditions. So we're playing at Austin Prep, and these two teams will be back at it tomorrow at Austin Prep with the roles reversed in terms of home and away. Here's Jules, who takes a strike. Jules, given the preference, he wants to DH, and why not with his power bat? So Sway with a ground out, Gage Gaunt with a ground out, met him for the first time actually at Cumbies today, and Julian behind 0-2. A lot of new faces I got to get used to with the Blue Sox these days. Fastball outside, ball one. But I can count on Sway, can count on Julian. Dom Zaire, of course, the phenomenal postseason he had a couple of years ago. Filling in for Sway, might I add, after Sway got injured early in the playoffs. Ooh, jackknifed him a little bit. I think that could have gone either way, too. It was that close.
So, Sam, when did you start originally doing the broadcast for the Blue Sox?
So, the first Blue Sox game I did play-by-play for was actually in 2006, when Jim Akimchuk and CTN were producing the broadcasts. And then I went to school in Florida for a couple of years.
This one fell back.
Yep. 2009, I rejoined the Blue Sox just doing PA announcing and photography. I did that for a couple of years. 2012 is when my business, LSP, started broadcasting games audio only. And then 2017 is when I started doing video broadcasts. And that's and then
Julian Alvarez will take his base on balls there.
Yep. And now Descheneaux Johnson, and I've been thrilled to be part of the Blue Sox Brotherhood. I've won 8 championships with the Blue Sox, and as Descheneaux hits this up the middle, diving stop in short center, but that's going to be a base hit, and Descheneaux playing just his 3rd game this year and picks up his 2nd hit in 6 at-bats. Luke Hall, the catcher. Yep. I wonder if Mrs. Wojcik even watches these games when Alex isn't playing.
Every time he is playing, she is in the chat.
Being very supportive.
Yes, love to see it.
Yeah. Of course, Alex batting .357. I think he's on vacation right now.
Yeah.
Hall batting .286, 4 for 14 with 2 doubles.
That's fine, let's go.
So certainly some reliable hitting at the catcher position, which is always a premium position when it comes to offense. Alex, .357 with a homer and 6 RBIs, to his credit. Anthony, strike 1.
Pitching tonight for the Reading Bulldogs is Van Eman. First name?
Yep.
Gabe Van Eman.
Gabe Van Eman. .62 ERA in 21 2/3 innings, 2-1 record. This is into center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Let's see if they can score Julian. The throw to the plate is cut off, and the Blue Sox score the first run of the ball game. It's 1-0.
I have to undo the mic for a second.
Yeah. You don't have USB ports on your computer?
No, it's just the USB-C. It's the newer versions of Apple for some reason.
Good Lord.
Just cutting back, going full minimalism.
Minimalism is one thing. This is stripping the functionality of a computer.
Seriously,
come on.
Making me buy this
Oh my God.
adapter just so I can use a microphone. Come
Good
on.
Lord. Yeah, you really should upgrade. Do a PC at that.
Yeah. I don't know how portable that would be out here.
I mean, a laptop. Something with Windows is what I mean.
Yeah.
I have an MSI laptop. It's really strong.
Gotcha.
It's meant for gaming, but it's got all of the specs I need for broadcasting too.
Definitely, yeah.
Here's Will Potdevin, the third baseman. Up and away for a ball. You know, this is the thing with the Blue Sox. One of the recurring themes the Blue Sox have in all the years I've been broadcasting is 2 out, nobody on rallies.
Yeah.
Last 3 batters get on base after the first 2 are retired, and this is going to bring home another run as that one's into the right field corner. Johnson scores. Runners at the corners now, and it's 2-0.
You know, it's funny. The other day, Dan Graham was texting me saying, "Hey, why don't you check out some of Sam's old broadcasts?
Yeah,
and take some notes and just take some inspiration from there." So I looked into those. You did such a great job during your time here. I watched probably just different clips of 3, 4, 5 games.
Yeah.
Before I took this job, and even just checking back just to make sure different types of graphics on the screen, different ways to introduce having a guest on.
Having players who aren't playing in the game on color, exactly. Yeah.
We had
broken back grounder here off the bat of Dom Zer. Oh, it could have tagged the runner going by, but it'll take the easy play. It's 2-0 after a buck. It's one of those things you get better with experience, but you also have this problem where if I were doing the games this season, I mean, there's so many new faces. Like I'm not used to for one thing, I'm not used to not seeing Ross Curley playing anymore. Ross was with the Blue Sox for 11 years. Was always one of the best hitters. And actually, I was reminded of probably my favorite memory with Ross in terms of the Blue Sox on my Facebook memories this week. So basically, I was talking about how there was a game that the Blue Sox were playing against the Americans at Morelli, and I had mentioned how Ross to that point had not hit a home run in his Intercity League career. The very next pitch, he hits one 330 feet over the left field fence.
Oh my.
And on the broadcast, I was like, Ross, you owe me a steak dinner. Ross still owes me a steak dinner. Apparently there is a microphone still going.
Could be the laptop one.
Yeah, well, it's something.
Yep.
So yeah, existence, and
Yeah.
Ross had some. Ross was always a great contact hitter, but he won a batting title one year with only one extra base hit. In the years following that home run, his power numbers went up substantially. It's not like he led the league in home runs every year, but he was hitting more gap shots for doubles, and he hit more home runs, and it was good to see, and it's good to see Matty Karras on the mound too. I haven't seen much of him this year, but I thought he was pretty much just resigned to his pitching coach duties. But he's younger than me. Keep that in mind. So he's still got life now. I mean, of course, he knows his field well. He coaches at Austin Prep.
Right.
Sinker, cutter, changeup, slider guy. Always going to keep the ball down, try and get the ground balls. But his first couple of years in the Intercity League, he was absolutely untouchable. 3-1 count, though, right now. Sent it to center field. Zaire takes a couple steps in, then a couple steps out, hauls it in, 1 out. Popped up, fouling out of play for strike one.
Don't have this guy on this list.
Yeah, I know. What does it say on the photo you got?
What number batter would this be?
Hey!
12. Merlin.
Oh yeah, Max.
Liam Merlin.
Liam Merlin. Yeah, I could never.
Number.
Yeah, Liam Merlin. He's listed as number 29 on the roster.
Yeah.
Merlin only a $167 this year in 18 at bats. Does have a triple though, but the Bulldogs dead last in the Intercity League in batting as a team at 200. So this is lineup. You know, if you're Matty, you got to go right after, fill up the strike zone. But he's gotten into some deep counts already in these first couple of innings. Walked a guy last inning. Did have 2 strikeouts and a ground ball, but don't want to dance around these guys, especially the 167 hitters.
Definitely.
We don't have anyone working the scoreboard right now. That hit him. Slider that slipped out of his hand a little early. That'll be the second base runner, though no hits yet for the Bulldogs. Merlin, though, despite his 167 average, does have a 250 on base percentage.
And this will be Baker up at the plate. Dan Baker.
Baker even further down the totem pole at 107 All of his hits are singles. He does have 2 RBIs, though. He's walked twice and struck out 16 times. So once again, these are some guys that you got to go after. The Bulldogs not having a great season after making it to the championship series for the first time in what is now their 12-year history. A couple years ago against the Blue Sox, which in the championship series, the Blue Sox swept the Bulldogs. Games weren't really close.
This one be fouled back.
Although the first 2 games weren't really close, and then the third game, which the Blue Sox were tied with the Bulldogs going into the 7th, it went to the 10th before Dorian Rojas hit a pinch hit walk-off single with the bases loaded to bring home the championship for the Blue Sox, and that was a fun moment to call. That was the second time in 3 years. That was the first of their. That was the third of their current 5 championship streak. Third in that streak, and the second of the 3 that the first 3 that had been won via walk-off. The first being the Sway squeeze, and fly out to left will make it 2 down in the inning.
Coming in will be number 13, Chris Webster, I believe.
Yeah, Chris Webster.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Chris Webster does not have a hit in 16 at-bats. Hasn't even... His on-base percentage is 0. He struck out 10 times.
The catcher tonight.
That goes to the backstop, and walking up to second will be Merlin. Is that Merlin or Willis at second now?
That was Merlin, I believe.
Okay, yeah, Merlin. Yeah, that's
pitch.
right. Okay. So a hit by pitch, a walk, and a wild pitch. You're up 2-0, and Matty, have some control problems. Not what I'm used to. That'll be on the outside corner for a strike.
So what is the status of local sports production nowadays?
Local sports productions is basically my home for my video game streaming right now. Mm-hmm. The Cortland Standard takes up pretty much all of my full-time work now. When I stream, what I do is I stream on Twitch, then post the videos on demand on my YouTube.
Right.
So,
what type of games you playing if people at home want to
Magic Online, MTG Arena, MLB The Show, Jackbox Party Pack, and I also create MLB Showdown cards on Photoshop. On Photoshop, that's always fun. There's a nice community of people who keep MLB Showdown, which was a Major League Baseball trading card game. That was put out from 2000 to 2005. They keep it alive. There are various creators. There's me. There's the Greatest MLB Showdown project. There's a website called MLB Showdown Bot, which automatically generates cards based on the photos you submit and the players you look up on Baseball Reference.
Is Liam Merlin steals third base?
Yep, on the low ball.
Right.
And but like I say, you're going up against a guy who has a 0 out in base percentage.
Mm-hmm.
Got to put him away easily.
Definitely, especially this is Descheneaux right here, or is this still Webster?
No, this is still Webster.
Oh, okay.
This is still Webster, but the Bulldogs are 4-9. Do you know if, as the commuter rail goes by, as that's popped up down the right field line, Sway straddling the foul line makes the catch, and Blue Sox still up 2-0 after a buck and a half. But yeah, it's do you know if it's going to be top 4, top 6 to go to the playoffs this year?
That I'm not sure of.
Okay, yeah, because with only seven teams, I would imagine it would only be top 4. When there were 8 or 9, it would be top 6. But I can't say that for sure because back in 2009, when there were only 6 teams in the ICL, all 6 teams played the postseason.
Right.
But
I believe there's like pool play and then seeded.
No. It's so the Intercity League playoff format has changed over the years.
Okay.
So when it was 6 teams, for most of the years it was 6 versus 3 and 4 versus 5 in a best of 3 opening series,
One and two
with byes.
Okay.
And then it was 1 versus the lowest remaining seed, and 2 versus the highest remaining seed in a best of 5, and then the best of 5 championship series. For a couple of years, they did double elimination down to the final 2 teams, and then the final 2 teams played a best of 5. 2019, they did best of 3 in the first 2 rounds, including they did best of 3 in the first 2 rounds, and then best of 5 in the championship series. So I watch these games and I follow the stats and everything, but I'm not completely in tune with all the inner workings of the Intercity League. Rick doesn't tell me what goes on at the league meetings or anything, so I didn't ask it. I didn't ask him when I saw him at Cumbies earlier what the format is. So you should get on that and just make sure.
Definitely.
The Intercity League playoffs are always a thrill. There have been some spectacular moments I've called. I didn't broadcast this game, but there was one year when Matt Karras pitched a 59-pitch complete game shutout in under an hour in an elimination game.
That's incredible.
And then Jared Frenny pitched a 100-plus pitch
And stepping
complete
in for the
game.
Blue Sox is right fielder Chris Rachis.
Yep. Jared Frenny pitched a 100-plus pitch complete game 1-hit shutout on 3 days rest to keep the Chiefs alive in 2013. And there was a play at the plate where the Red Sox, I forget if it was the Blue Sox the Blue Sox scored a run, or if it was the Chiefs, Blue Sox getting a run taken away on an out, or if the Chiefs had scored the run. But basically, it incensed Rick to the point where he got right up in the umpire's grill and he got tossed. But the Blue Sox ended up winning that game. Big fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yeah. And in will come Brendan Jones, second baseman. Our 9-hitter tonight.
Brendan at 200 with 9 RBI, but he's got a 354 on base percentage, 9 walks. He's got more walks than hits, six hits, one of which is a 7 hits, 3 of which are doubles, and 9 walks.
That would be outside for a strike.
Yeah, the strike zones are pretty consistent in the Intercity League. Like a lot of umpires will give you that outside edge of the plate.
Yeah.
But you just worry about sometimes. The strike zones I absolutely hate are Little League strike zones because there's stuff wide to either side or high or low that will be called a strike. I can never figure out what the strike zone is that nearly hits him. I can never figure out what the strike zone is in Little League. It's obviously bigger than a major league strike zone, but
right.
It feels like a major league strike zone on a little leaguer's body. Like you take the strike zone of someone like Giancarlo Stanton or Aaron Judge, and you overlay it on a 5'4", 12-year-old, basically.
Right.
And that's basically the strike zone of Little League.
Yeah, because you're trying to give the pitcher some leeway, but you also want to teach hitters discipline, and you're not really able to do that when the strike zone is from your chin to your ankles.
Yeah. So it's a hard sell.
Yeah.
So here's Sway.
After Brendan Jones takes a base on balls.
Sway. Man, hard to believe after all the leg injuries he's had over the years. He's batting .565 with a 1355 OPS. 0 for 1, and he's got that homer and a double. He's got that homer and a double. He's got the OPS of 1355, and he still loves to lay down the bunt like he tried to do in his first at-bat. Throw down to second on the stolen base attempt. It goes into center field. Jones is on his way to third, so it'll be a stolen base at an E2. So another run 90 feet away for the Blue Sox.
The batter now. Let's go.
Do you want to drop? Do you want to say? Okay, so his last outing against us. Okay.
Complete game 3-hitter, 1 run for this guy the last time.
Yeah, last time against us.
Wow,
They beat us.
That's amazing.
And here we are in the second inning, already up 2-0.
With another run 90 feet away, Gabe Van Emen. Yeah, he's clearly the best pitcher on the Bulldogs staff. He has 2 of their 4 wins.
That curveball called a strike.
Sway didn't like it. Good pitch, says the home plate umpire. No, says Sway. Well, unfortunately, your opinion and mine don't matter. Only the man in white tonight. Got it.
That one rings the bell behind home plate.
Yeah. Dribbler foul. Yeah, I think if Mrs. Wojcik hasn't fangirled about my guest appearance in the chat by now, I don't think she's watching.
Hopefully,
maybe on the VOD.
Yeah.
Maybe on the VOD.
Yep.
This might be deep enough to score the run if it doesn't get caught, and he'll think better of it. Yeah, that was going to be a tough play for the second baseman, and he made it. So.
Run does not score on that.
Yeah, it doesn't tag up. So here is Gage. Gone 7 for 7 stolen base attempts, 324 average, 439 on base percentage, 1 double, 4 RBIs, only struck out 10 times in 34 at-bats.
Ground ball right back to the pitcher, and this one will be in time. We'll end the inning with the runner on third. Blue Sox heading in to the top of the third, still with the lead, 2-0.
That's an unfortunate hit, though, because...
Gage goes to the same school that Alice.
Oh, yeah. There are so many directional junior colleges in Oklahoma, I can't remember which one it is. University of Science and Arts. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember that one. Semi-pro ball. I saw a post on his Instagram recently. So, Alcis, if you're watching, did he play at the same time as Gage, or no? Okay, gotcha. We got scouts all over the place. This is actually Maddie's first start of the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, man. Yeah, this year people are doing a lot of stuff for the first time since 2019. It's the revenge summer. Would have loved to see Ryan O'Rourke pitch. Is he pitching? When's he pitching next? Do you know? All right. Well, if I'm lucky, maybe I'll see him on Friday when I'm at that game.
He's been absolutely electric.
Yeah, 5-0, 33 innings, .42 ERA, and he can hit. So here we go to the top of the third, and that is a strike on the inside corner. Ben Shiria at the plate. He'll try to bunt his way on. Matty fields it and fires on to first. They tagged him. No, they didn't get the tag.
And they say he's safe.
Wow. The throw's a little offline, but Sway hauled it in and thought he tagged Sharia on maybe the helmet, but they give him first base, so
Andrew Croto will come in, center fielder, leadoff hitter tonight. Struck out looking his last at bat.
yep. Sharia, I don't know, number 9 hitter, and he's batting .333 entering play today. Might want to move him up the line after something like that, and especially if you've got guys batting under the Mendoza line ahead of him.
Yeah, definitely. I believe he was higher in the order the last time we played them.
And here you have Cruto at 194 entering play today, leading off. It has been a long time since the days of Zach Tallis and Mike Taylor for the Reading Bulldogs.
How long ago was that?
Not very long ago, actually. Tallis, at the very least, I believe he played in 2019. Tallis is an interesting case. He played for the Bulldogs the first couple of seasons they were in the league. Then he left to play professional baseball in Sweden.
Oh my.
Yeah. Played there for a couple of years, came back, didn't miss a beat. But he started out as their catcher, but he was a big guy, so his knees didn't hold up for catching very long, and he became their DH.
Mac Harris, the pitch.
Runner goes. Nope, didn't think so. With this all turf infield, you know that makes sliding a challenge because you can easily overslide the bag. You think you've got the stolen base, then you come off following through, and they'll get you. But runner in scoring position, tying run at the plate for the Bulldogs, and this is what happens when you don't take advantage of your opportunities at the plate. You had a runner 90 feet away last inning, couldn't bring him home, and then you... Sherry is already ready to go to take off for third.
He's got happy feet out there at second.
Popped
base.
up. Oh, this is getting back behind us. Look out, guys.
Ooh.
That's a tough call. It hits the screen, so it's not an out, but...
Looks like it hit the netting to me, but
Yeah, it did.
Hit the screen.
It hit the netting. It's on a plate.
It hit the netting.
hit the net for me.
He said it.
It hit the netting.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious to me.
Yeah.
I thought it was just maybe.
I thought Maddie was joking
Yeah.
with me, but no, they called him out. Wow.
Interesting.
That is a break for the Blue Sox.
Definitely.
I mean, they're the ones employing us, but like, you try to be objective in your analysis. I'm being objective in my analysis when I said that hit the net. It's a foul ball. It still rolled down the net.
Wow. That one outside.
Oof. Sometimes you can't catch a break when you're 4-9.
And this would be Joe Millar, the right fielder up the plate.
One of the probably the best hitter for the Bulldogs this year, 367 with 5 doubles out of his 11 hits. That's good for a slugging percentage of .533. 6 RBIs, which is tied for tops on the squad with Patrick Solomon. I mean, you heard the...
I heard it. I saw it. I thought I saw the netting move.
I saw the netting move. I heard of it sliding down the netting. It was amazing.
I thought that was gonna go over. It just barely stays
Yeah,
in.
and I was like, oh my god, I hope it doesn't hit my girlfriend or my dog.
Honestly, it looked like it was gonna hit the top of that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
The top of that post there.
That was a bizarre play.
Yeah. And ball don't lie. They got a walk out of it.
Ben Sheena just dancing out there, out at second base.
Yeah, seriously. He's got somewhere to go. Rick D'Angelo's out to the mound for a conference. And
Tyler Descheneaux, the shortstop.
is I don't know, is Matty showing Rick his hand as if maybe he's hurting a little bit, and the infield umpire's coming out to check on him. Is this going to be a medical leave? And I think this is a medical leave.
Like he'll have to come out.
Got a blister or something, so they are gonna oh yeah, he's talking about a blister he's talking about a blister with Tyler Descheneaux down there. Yeah, so we're gonna have a pitching change. Of course. That's the other Robbie Cobb gonna take over. Yeah, it's certainly a different time from when we were the Oregon of the Intercity League. You know, did Dan Graham tell you about the 9 uniforms we used to have?
No.
Okay, we still do, but this year it's been just the blue and the red Pete Frates jerseys. But for the longest time, we had 2 white jerseys, 3 navy blue jerseys, a red, a Carolina blue, a black, and a camo.
And they would just alternate throughout?
Yep, throughout the season. Throughout the season, something different every game.
Hopefully everyone gets the memo there. No one comes in a different uniform.
Oh man, it's one of the challenges of the Blue Sox group text. All right, Robbie Cobb, 4th appearance, 6.18 ERA, 0-2, 5 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 which are earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Has thrown 1 wild pitch, so they're gonna need some length from him, or this is gonna be a bullpen game. So Robbie has pitched against the Bulldogs once this season. Took the loss on June 21st through 2 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. His last appearance was also a loss, buck and 2/3. Against Middlesex, 4 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 1 strikeout. So the Blue Sox hoping he's going to be on his game now, with Matty Karras exiting with a blister.
Through 2.1 innings pitched, and 2 1/3 innings pitched and 2 strikeouts.
Responsible for both runners on base, so it wouldn't be his game to win anyway. But it definitely did.
Definitely did.
Bruce, if you were up here, you'd see the net rustling. You could even hear it to it. Anyways, Tyler Descheneaux, one Bulldog I do remember from my days. Mm-hmm. Entering play at 281 with 4 RBIs. And the stolen base is one thing the Bulldogs excel at. They've stolen 29 out of 32 bases coming into play, and now at 30 of 34 with that one earlier by Ben. 0-1, that's always important when you're coming into the game. Get the first strike in an emergency situation.
P one pitch from Cobb. That one outside. Left for a ball. Last game that was here at Austin Prep, we had Tyler Descheneaux up at the plate, takes a swing, and the bat goes flying over the Blue Sox dugout. I've never seen anything like it before. I mean,
it's one thing when you talk about the pitchers. Oh, they might have him in a hot box between second and third.
Well, we got a pickle.
They got him.
And the Blue Sox will get him there, yeah.
So it'll be 2 outs. The runner on first gets to second, but Sway behind the play is saying chase him back to second, telling Cobb to chase him back to second. So that keeps the runner in scoring position, but now 2 outs.
I believe we've got a 2-1 count here.
1-1, I think, because there was no pitch on that play.
Okay, so yes,
there was no pitch on that play. Spun back towards second and then got him in the hot box.
That's right. So we're still 1-1.
That's a broken back grounder up the middle, and this will be fired onto Sway, and nothing comes of the 2-on 1-out situation. 2.5 in the book, still 2-0 Blue Sox. Well, I hope in the years coming, you doing this for the Blue Sox, you have better luck selling advertising on your broadcast than I did.
Yeah, this is something. That's something. I mean, I was probably going to ask you off camera, but how do you go about doing that? And
you send a lot of emails and then you cry. Really, I mean, this is kind of a niche market, so
Right.
and like you're not going to get Google AdSense money until you get like to 1,000 subscribers.
Right.
And like even my channel's only at 420. Nice.
Right.
It's like try to hit up every business in Lexington.
Right, because you're going to want to support their local guys.
Yeah.
And at least we hope so.
I mean, when Thomas Russo was playing for the Blue Sox, his dad, Dr. Tom Russo, is a dentist, would occasionally buy ads. So, like, businesses that have connections to the players will also be interested. But, just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far. It started, I would say, mid-June.
Yep.
So I joined a little bit later. The season had already started.
Yep.
So far it's been pretty good. I've only missed a few games just because of other commitments with my other job or whatever. But
I had nothing else to do. I was a very lonely man.
nothing wrong with that. Enjoying your time with the Blue Sox.
Absolutely. Here's Jules to lead off the bottom of the third, and that goes down and in for ball one. So, Sway was talking to Jules on the phone as he was coming in. He was running late, and it was like, do you want to? And Rick wanted him to play the outfield. Mm-hmm. Jules wanted to DH, and it was like, and Jules apparently said to Sway on the phone that he was already in uniform in the car, 3-0 the count.
Where's that?
And
This is Alvarez up there.
yeah, it is. Alvarez. Reading fans not happy with that call. 3-0. That'll be a strike. 3-1. And they were joking about him doing stretches in the car too. It was like, and Jules not going to let Van Eman get into a groove here.
Yeah,
Ball 4.
Yeah, base on balls right there. Absolutely beautiful field here at Austin Prep.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've seen the improvements to Lexington High center field as well on the broadcast. Is the fence permanent now at center field?
That I'm not 100% sure.
But it's got the Lexington High branding on it.
Yeah,
and that's the thing about Lexington High. So you notice that the logo on the Lexington High fence, it's the Lexington High Athletics logo, but it's navy blue and Carolina blue.
Right.
When Lexington's colors are blue and gold. You talk to Dave Walsh, who's the boys lacrosse coach at Lexington High, and he'll tell you can go to 4 different Lexington High sporting events and not know what our colors are. As Johnson swings and misses for strike 1. Strike 3, rather, yeah. And that'll bring up Luke Hall.
Luke Hall, who singled his last at bat.
I mean, the boys lacrosse team wears like royal blue and gold. The football team wears navy blue and metallic gold. Most of the other teams are navy blue and gold. And then, for whatever reason, Lexington baseball wears navy blue and Carolina blue.
So it kind of matches the Blue Sox color scheme a little bit with the navy blue and. Well, they used to have a powder blue.
They had they still have it. It's just that they haven't worn it this season.
Right,
Carolina blue. And actually, there was a time when Matt Karras would always choose to wear the pinstripes when he pitched. He was wearing pinstripes with the navy blue sleeves usually, and then he was run to a cold stretch. And he changed it up to navy blue with to the pinstripes with Carolina blue sleeves, and he went on a roll. And one year we won the championship dressed like that.
So how many championships did the Blue Sox have?
15 in 25 years, excluding last year's Pete Frady's Dave Ahern Cup. Oh boy, that is down the right field line, and that is foul.
That's some Bill Russell numbers there with the championships.
Yeah, I've been a part of 8 of those championships. I'm not going to catch Russell though. So Yep, 2019 was my last one. Didn't know it was going to be my last one at the time, but then I got the job at the Standard. I actually had the job offer emailed to me while I was at PAX.
Robbie Cobb would pitch this one high for a ball.
Robbie Cobb is the Blue Sox
Sorry,
pitcher right now.
What's his
Van
name?
Eman.
Van Eman. I was looking at the wrong sheet.
All right.
Nice catch there.
Runner goes, swing and a miss. This is going to be offline, and Julian's got a stolen base. How about that? Julian not known as much as a base stealer over his years with the Blue Sox, but that is his first in as many attempts this year.
And in comes Will Potdevin, our third baseman tonight.
And that's actually his first stolen base as a member of the Blue Sox.
Oh my.
Julian just now on that hit and run play. So 2 down for Potdevin.
We love to see that.
Usually we're just comfortable with Julian, shooting one over the fence.
Yeah.
Had 3 home runs in each. Had a 10-18 on OPS in his first year with the Blue Sox in 2016. Comes into play with a 10-12 OPS this year. 1-1.
That one definitely did hit the netting.
Arena baseball, right?
I guess so.
Potdevin at .313, 1 homer, 7 RBI, 1 double. Julian did score a run from second on a base hit earlier. No one covering him at second, so he's able to scamper back there safely. We'll see how he's feeling if Will's able to hit one up the middle of this time. Not there.
Swing and a miss on a breaking ball there. 2-1 the count.
Grounder to the left side is going to end the inning. Yep. So the Blue Sox strand another runner in scoring position. Had a chance to extend their lead the last 2 innings, but nothing doing.
And Pat Solomon will be coming in, the cleanup hitter tonight. Change that to 4. This game moving along pretty well as we are an hour in, already heading into the 4th inning.
Now your typical Matty Karras fast-paced game. He's a very he's a very get it and go kind of guy. Make Mark Burley blush. I told you about that 59 pitch complete game in under an hour.
Yeah, I can't even believe that. That must have. Game's already moved pretty quick when you're doing commentary. That must have felt like just like a 10-minute game.
I know, right? Just absolutely insane.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
That was, I believe, 2012.
Oh, okay.
So it was definitely not a game I was broadcasting. Actually, it might have been 2014. I don't I don't remember, but
no worries.
It was an elimination game for the Blue Sox in the championship series against the Chiefs. So it was either 2012 or 2014, because those are the years the Chiefs won the championship over us while I was broadcasting.
Mm-hmm. And here we go, Pat Solomon, third baseman, stepping in. Grounded out to second base in the first inning on his first at-bat.
273 hitter as the only home run the Bulldogs have hit this year, along with 2 triples and 6 RBI.
Solomon looking to show some life for the Bulldogs here as they are still scoreless.
Yeah, both teams stranding some runners in scoring position the last couple of innings. And Cobb hoping to have a solid outing here. thrust onto the mound after Matty Karras exited with a blister, and he's ahead 1-2 now.
Have you witnessed any major injuries throughout your broadcasting?
Well, I told you about Sway's quad injury. Excuse me, swing to short. This is gonna be a tough play.
And they
Got
make
him.
it. Nice play.
So there haven't been a lot of serious injuries. There have never been injuries that were
Nothing brutal.
nothing brutal. Although there have been times. There's at least one time when EMTs were called, but it wasn't like anyone had to be carted off the field. It was just something that they were able to walk off the field from. But EMTs did have to be called. But the most serious one I remember is Sway's quad a couple of years ago.
And this is Zach Willis, the DH, the 5-hitter tonight. First at bat, he flew out to center field.
This is down the left field line. Not down the left field line. Slice foul too much. A little nubber to second. 2 down.
And then will come Liam Merlin. Walked his last at bat in the second inning. Cobb looking to retire the side here. 1, 2, 3.
That would be a big accomplishment for Cobb after the last 2 outings have been kind of rough for him. As that's on the outside corner for strike 1.
Nice pitch.
Apparently, Tina missed my company, my greyhound.
We were 3 years ago when we were first getting a dog. Oh, this one fell back. 2 years ago when we were getting a dog, my mom always wanted the greyhounds, but we ended up going with the Weimaraner, similar, but just a little bit smaller, but not as fast. But
yeah. Tina is a retired athlete, and she is relishing her retirement. She does not like to run at all.
Love the build of a greyhound, though.
Yep. Very long.
How old's Tina?
She is 4 years old. She turned 4 in March.
Nice.
Her birthday is March 24th, one day after National Puppy Day. And a 1-2-3 inning for Robbie Cobb. Wow, that is a welcome sign if you're Rick DeAngelis. So
as we head into the bottom of the 4th here, Blue Sox getting another at bat with Dom Zaire leading off, the center fielder.
Yeah, halfway home, as I say. Well, this game is actually not the end of my night tonight. After this, my girlfriend and I are going to my sister's concert.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my sister is in a Gothic Americana band called Some Kind of Infernal Machine.
Where are they playing?
Oh God, do you remember the venue? The name of the venue? I'll check her Instagram, but they're actually the headline act.
Oh, nice.
Vote on last.
That should be exciting.
Yeah.
Have you seen her perform before?
I have not, but I've heard some of her music, and they have this song in their routine called Black Dog. Well, we have a black dog right here, Tina,
right.
And she actually asked me if I could shoot some footage of Tina looking spooky in the woods, because the song is about a black dog that leads you to your death.
Oh.
But Tina does not want to lead you to your death. She wants to lead you to the fridge so you can give her cheese curds.
Well, enjoy the show tonight.
Yep.
Should be a lot of fun.
Dom's there. I've told my viewers. My viewers saw the incredible performance he put on in the postseason. Really broke out of his shell. Was actually hitting under 200 that regular season before he stepped into the lineup and won postseason MVP.
This
Little
one
nubber down the third base line.
Pitcher will make the play in time.
And Zaire does all these amazing things for the Blue Sox lineup out of the bottom third of the order. You know, all these years,
right?
He's done all these contributions from the bottom of the order, and you don't see that from 7, 8, or 9 hitters very often.
Blue Sox with a lot of guys throughout the order who can get some damage done.
Yep.
Love to see it.
Never an easy out. That's what Rick wants in his lineup.
Do a great job at finding talent, recruiting, and getting those guys.
So many different pipelines from the various long-time players they've had. You know, you get players from Bentley or Holy Cross or Lowell High, or I mean, you look at all this. You look at all these.
This one, a ground ball up the middle. It will get through to center field for a single. For Chris Rachis, the right fielder. In will come Brennan Jones. Walked his last at bat.
It's good to see Aiden Freeberg getting some action on the mound again after a couple of years off. Just hi to Brendan.
Throw back, this will get through, runner will go. As Racist is there at second base.
So another fielding error allows the Blue Sox runner to take an extra base. We saw it on the stolen base by Jones earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got to second, throw it into center field. He went on to third. But let's see if the Blue Sox can convert.
Got to capitalize here. You know, last few innings leaving guys in scoring position.
Yep. And the Bulldogs have stranded some runners in scoring position, but the Blue Sox, you know, the much better team this year, but don't want to be victim to Van Eman again. They had got 3 hit by him. His last appearance against him. So definitely
tough one for the Blue Sox there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to beat teams like this.
No wonder why they save him for us. It looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Because the Bulldogs are fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
They're 4-9. They're not out of it. It's only a 7-team league. But there's only 24 games this year.
How many are there usually?
Well, it's varied. There's been in all the years I've either been part of the Blue Sox or following the Blue Sox, there's been as many as 32 and as few as 24.
Okay. And the season usually runs from June,
Memorial Day
right,
to mid-August. Jones works the walk, and that'll turn over the lineup for Sway as we'll have a conference at the mound.
Definitely, especially with a guy like Sway, knowing what he can do with the plate. You know, you just want to make sure, you know, you have you're in the. How do I want to say this? You're on the same page with your catcher, and you know, making sure getting out of this
gotta make
situation.
Sure catcher going out there to make sure Van Eman doesn't get frustrated at some of these non-calls, or hoping that there would be a strike where there was a ball, or a swing there where there was ruled a check. And look at this, even with first and second,
Sway looking to knock in a couple.
And the leadoff hitter, you got the corner infielders in anticipating the bunt, because they know he loves to bunt, and he's not looking to sacrifice here. He's looking to get. He never looks to sacrifice. He looks to get on base when he bunts.
Right.
So your hope is that he can lift one over their heads down either line and go into the corner and plate a couple. 2-0. Van Eman's got a strong fastball. You can hear how hard his fastball is popping the mitt.
Right. Yeah, he's. How fast would you say he's throwing?
I don't know. I don't have a.
Yeah.
I
don't have an eye for that.
Yeah, I don't have a radar gun.
When Coach Graham was sitting in with me, he was able to just look at me like, oh, he's probably touching like 88. I'm like, how do you know this? Just
he's the more experienced baseball eye, of course.
Definitely. So, former catcher himself.
Yeah. So they got Racist at second, Jones at first, And 3-1. Sway nearly went around there and nearly tumbled over trying to check that swing. Well, first baseman's still in. Third baseman's playing a little back now. Full count.
Fell back. Out of play.
You see those foul balls come close to the light tower, and you worry, oh no, is it going to shatter a bulb or something? That actually happened one year, one game several years ago at Lexington High, and everyone was telling me, quick, get the natural theme up. Full count. This is probably not hard enough. Oh, they might get the double play. They do. Wow. Jones was moving slowly enough that they were able to tag him instead of throwing to second, and they get the 4-3 double play. And once again, the Blue Sox cannot convert with runners in scoring position. Wow. So 2-0 still after 4.
So we head into the 5th hitter, Dan Baker, the 7-hitter, second baseman tonight for the Bulldogs, will be coming in. He lined out to left field his last at bat.
Cobb's still out there for the Blue Sox. He's earned the trust of Rick DeAngelis and Matt Karras after so far an inning and 2/3 of perfect baseball.
Yeah.
That'll certainly bring down that ERA that had been a problem for him his first 3 games.
You can just tell he's just getting more comfortable as he gets more experience here. All right, so here we go. The Bulldogs try to put a few runs across here. Let's see if they can do it. Still down 2-0 after the early lead that the Blue Sox took in the first inning.
Through his first inning and 2/3 scoreless, Cobb has reduced his ERA from 6.17 to 4.20. Nice.
Can we take a picture for
Yeah,
the
sure.
Sports Twitter?
I wasn't looking at the camera.
Okay, 1, 2, and on.
I look so fat in that picture. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Just be sure to tag me.
I will.
All right.
Blue Sox broadcast, present and past tonight. All right, so still.
Swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout for Cobb.
And then coming in will be the catcher, Chris Webster. He flew out to first base on his last at bat in the second inning.
Cobb's pitching his first game in about 23 days too, so maybe the time off has allowed him to improve his stuff, working on the bullpen. No swing on that one. Ball 1.
What's your Twitter account?
Sam Feely PBP. Driven down the left field line into the corner, and that'll be a ground rule double. Yeah, that's me. So a ground rule double puts a runner in scoring position with 1 out for the Bulldogs. Cobb's first real mistake of his outing thus far, of his first 2 innings. That'll bring up the catcher, Chris Webster. 0 for 1 with a pop-up to the first baseman. And he'll foul that one back for strike 1. Excuse me. No, it's not Webster.
Yeah. Sheena, I think it is.
Sheenia.
Sheena. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what did
So Webster got the double. My mistake. Webster with the double. Sheenia with the foul off. Sorry, I lost track on your score sheet.
Yep, we're up to date now.
All right. So once again, the Bulldogs able to get the tying run to the plate, and that'll be a strike on the outside corner. Sheenia singled and then was caught stealing in that hot box when Cobb took the mound. Fastball up and in. Blue Sox do have action moving in the bullpen, I can tell. I just can't see who it is from here. But then again, they're all wearing 3, so. Downstairs, no advance by the runner at second. Walk him, that brings up the leadoff man.
Yeah, Andrew Croto.
And he does, so first and second for Croto. 1 out. And Matty Karras hurrying back from the bullpen.
Blue Sox looking to end the inning the same way the Bulldogs just did. Maybe
Yeah.
a double play here.
Yeah, and here comes Matty right now to have a word with Robbie. This match is Robbie's longest outing of the season at 2 innings. Pitched 2 innings against Melrose, 2 innings against Reading the first time, and an inning and 2/3 against the Expos. Whole infield's coming in here. Well, maybe not Sway, but...
Blue Sox, I believe, have someone warming up.
Yep, that's what I said,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
not
yeah, I can
at the
see it.
right angle
Yeah, I
to
can
see who it is.
Can't see it through that fence with the black up. All right.
So here's Croto. He's 0 for 2. Popped up to the catch. 0 for 1 rather. 0 for 2. Strikeout. Pop up to the catch. Is that right?
So
All right.
There. Go. So yeah.
Strikeout. Pop up to the catcher.
Yep.
Yep. That's what I thought. So he's due. Tying run at first. Go ahead, run at the plate. Just missed. 2-0. Cobb was cruising through the first 6 batters, and now he's dug himself a little bit of a hole. Needs to get out of it in a big way. Infield double play depth. That'll... Oh! 3-0. Tough call.
So what would you say would be if you could pick one, maybe the most memorable Blue Sox game that
I called?
Yeah.
Probably game 3. 1 second. That's in there for strike 1. Well, the call everybody. Okay, so the most memorable game for sure was game 3 of the 2015 Intercity League Championship Series, the one that was spread over 4 days.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that ended with the Sway squeeze. Full count now. The call everybody remembers, though, is my call of Danny Graham's go-ahead home run in Game 3 of the ICL Championship Series against the Chiefs in 2013.
Oh, okay.
And you gotta understand that at that park, when you hit it to dead center, it looks like a fly ball and then it's gone because it's closer to dead center than it is to left or right because of the way that field is. So it didn't look like a home run off the bat, and then all of a sudden it was over the fence, and the Blue Sox had the game won.
Was that a home game at Lexington?
No, that was at Maplewood.
Oh, okay.
At Malden Catholic. This is into right field. This is going to be trouble, and this will be a foul ball, despite the best efforts of the right fielder. Full extension. So, a reprieve for the Blue Sox is that nearly would have scored 2.
There's Ratius out there, right?
But Ratius, full extension, and it's a foul ball. We'll do it again on the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Ball 4, he let him off the hook. It wasn't even close.
Bases will be loaded for the Bulldogs.
Oof. Here comes Rick DeAngelis. Looks like that's going to be it for Robbie. So he will exit, responsible for all 3 runners on base. Whoever comes in next.
Joe Miller, the right fielder, will be the batter. He walked both at bats. And then after that, we'll have the 3-hitter, Tyler Descheneaux.
Yeah, so the big hitters for the Bulldogs coming up. And we'll see who the Blue Sox decide to trot in from out beyond left field.
Sure, Bruce Hack will make his way over here.
Yep. Number 3, of course.
Of course, yeah. That's one of the things that's like I
That's
can't even associate a number with a name.
Yeah, but here's the thing. On all my years, I was able to associate players with their numbers, but I was horrible with faces.
Right, and now that's like the only option I have here.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Now pitching. Coming in for number 3.
Yeah.
You know, it's all for a good cause. The Pete Frady's charity organization
Yeah,
just had the event on Friday.
Yep. You guys were up in Maine, weren't you?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it that day. But.
Number 3. Justin Hurley, thank you. So Justin Hurley make his first appearance of the season, and what a spot to be put in.
Situation.
Bases loaded, 1 out with a 2-run lead in the top of the 5th.
How many outs you said?
1 out.
1 out.
Actually, Hurley, this is his 2nd appearance of the season. He pitched 1 inning against Reading on June 21st. Got 2 strikeouts, did not allow a run, hit, or walk. So,
Looking to do the same here.
yeah, first appearance in almost a month, and it's in a big spot trying to preserve a slim 2-run lead that if you're the Blue Sox, you feel should be at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, both teams leaving runners on base all game.
Yeah,
Bulldogs looking to capitalize here.
Big hit in their home park as the road team.
All right, we got 1 down, bases loaded.
And we've got
Justin Hurley on the mound.
so Webster at 3rd, Shiria at 2nd, Croto at 1st. And the first pitch is popped up but foul and over the screen onto the railroad tracks.
Last game here, there was, I'd say about.
Yeah, I know. That's another gag. I forgot to tell you about it. I'll explain between innings.
Gotcha.
0-1 outside.
Beautiful night for baseball here.
Yeah, a little humid, but you got blue skies, so it's definitely a better situation than it has been the first couple of days I've been here.
When'd you come in?
Saturday.
Oh, okay, nice.
Dreary and gray. He went around to that strike too, and there goes said train. Obviously, the ball didn't derail it.
That would be pretty tragic.
Yeah. 1-2. Grounder to second. 4, 6. 3, not in time. Yeah, that was the right call. Run score, so the Bulldogs behind 2-1 now. They get on the board with the RBI fielder's choice. So it's runners at the corners, 2 down. When you have the broken bat, that's what'll do it in. Hit too slow. Hurley comes set. Driven deep to center field. Zaire going back, and he makes the catch. The Bulldogs get one, but strand the tying run at third. And Hurley, about as good a result as you could have hoped for, preserves the win for Cobb if the score holds. And we go to the bottom of the fifth, and the Blue Sox will look to at least get that run back up 2-1.
Shortstop Gage Gaunt will be due up.
That's exactly who you want coming up. You want a speedster coming up to get on base and try to work his way around the base paths and come home with a run.
Definitely.
On the fifth.
Oh, okay.
It's not the sixth yet.
Gotcha.
We're the home team. Remember that.
Right. Throwing me off.
Bulldogs and Blue Sox this season. The Bulldogs actually took the first one 4-1. That was the one that Van Eman won with the 3-hitter.
So what was it that you were going to explain to me?
I was going to say the second meeting, Blue Sox shut out the Bulldogs 5-0. So the term official broadcast, I would always say that a broadcast for the Blue Sox wasn't official, at least at a home game, until there was a foul ball out of play onto Worthen Road on the left, and just translating that to the left side. It's not an official broadcast that we have a foul ball out of play to the left side on whatever the street or train tracks, as it were. Mm-hmm. There is. This is still Van Eman on the mound.
Yep, staying in.
And here is Gaunt. Will take down an in-ball 1. Gaunt, 324 hitter. 7 of 7 stolen base attempts. Diving stop, but it gets through. I don't know if he was even going to get Gaunt with his speed after that dive, even if he did stop it. But great effort by the second baseman, and Gaunt is aboard with a single. That's exactly what you want with Jules coming up.
Here comes the lefty DH.
Righty.
Sorry.
Jules has 6 RBIs in his last 4 games. 2 against Andre on June 23rd, 2 against Reading on June 29th, and one against Malden on the 13th, and 1 against the Expos on the 14th. And as we told you, registered his first career stolen base with the Blue Sox last time.
How long has he been on the team?
Since 2016.
Oh, okay.
2016 was the year we had a huge influx of Puerto Rican and Dominican talent.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man, find it.
3-0. Jules, Dorian Rojas, Josue Feliciano, who had played in the Intercity League before. He joined in 2015, but Dorian Rojas, Derlin Tejada, Raimundo Gomez. 3-1. Probably wasn't swinging regardless. Talking to Rick and Gage before the game. Oh, at the knee, strike 2. Talking to Rick and Gage before the game, and Rick said Gage has the green light tonight. If you feel you want to run, take it. He doesn't go here, and this is fouled off. 3-2, good running count. Especially with a good hitter like Jules at the plate.
Game will be back here same time tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. With Reading as the home team that time.
Right. And that one will get out of play, foul to the right
side. A little
side.
late on that one. Right size, wrong shape. That is a very inviting right field line down there.
It is.
Much deeper to left. Van Eman comes set. 3-2 again. This is grounded to the right side. That'll get through for a base hit. Gount's around second. He's on his way to third. Here comes the throw. It's a seed, but it gets by him, and Gount is going to take off for home. Alvarez is on his way to second. They got Gount.
What a play. Blue Sox can't be happy about that.
No, they're not. They're not. Mac Harris talking to Gount. You'd have second, third, nobody out, but he ran, and now it's runner on second, one out. That just took a run off the board for the Blue Sox. Gount took the green light a little too seriously there. So a tough break for the Blue Sox. Instead of 3-1 and runner at second, nobody out, or second, third, or just second, third, nobody out. It's now one out, runner at second, and Johnson takes a strike.
Singled his first at bat, and he scored the second run for the Blue Sox, and then struck out in the third inning. Looking to get another single here, and hopefully drive in
Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Yeah. He could have 2 runs waiting for him if it weren't for that. I mean, I don't fault the thought, but you got to realize where you are.
This one foul back. Got to adjust the camera here.
Can't run into outs. Downstairs. 2-2. Johnson would like to get a hold of one and take advantage of that short porch in right, but he's worked it full. 3-2. Luke Hall is on deck. Down and away. Ball 4, first and second, but that does put the double play in order for the Bulldogs, as Hall will step to the plate.
Hall singled his first at bat in the first inning and struck out in the third.
Upstairs, ball 1. So now with Alvarez and Johnson on base, you really need to get one in the gap to score them both.
Blue Sox looking for a little
2-0.
For some security runs here.
Yeah, exactly. And Gount a little too aggressive after that misfire to third. Got thrown out at home. It was out by 10 feet too.
Seems to have
That goes to the backstop, and this will advance the runners. So here's second and third again. It's 3-0. So I imagine this will be a fourth wide one to load the bases.
I wonder if Gage just blew right through the
stop sign. Yeah. Well, the infield comes in with second and third and less than 2 out. Ball 4. Yep, that's what I thought. Put the double play back in order, and that'll bring Will Potdevin to the plate.
Grounded out to shortstop his last at bat.
And it looks like we might have a pitching change coming up.
Van Eman with a solid outing so far.
4 to third, 2 runs allowed. Or is this just going to be a conference?
Looks like no
just like
made.
A couple words. Quickest Mound Conference I've ever seen. Unlike eons ago when I did a broadcast and there was a conference going on forever, and I was like, what is this, the Geneva Convention? So Potdevin with a chance to break it open. Potdevin does have a home run and third on the team rather than RBIs with 7. 313 on the year entering play.
And that one will be that one will just miss inside for a ball on tonight's 6-hitter.
Against the Bulldogs this year, though, Potdevin is only 1 for 6 and has struck out 3 times.
This one fouled back off the net. When did Potdevin join the organization?
This year last, I believe. Because he wasn't with the team in 2019, so.
Was there a season last year or no?
There was a small tournament, but not a full-fledged Intercity League season. 1 and 2 as he's behind that one as well. Dom Zare on deck. Potdevin trying to come through in a huge way. He's got Blue Sox on every base. Corner infielders in. 1 out. Center fielder is playing very deep. Fouled off again. How about a change up here after he's fouled off a couple high ones?
Here we go, big opportunity.
Fouled off again. Came with a fastball.
Just staying alive here, out of battle.
Came with a fastball on 1-2. I think he's realizing he's behind the fastball, so he's not going to try and let him catch up to anything. He's just going to try and blow the fastball by him here. Now he steps off. So there's 2 schools of thought there. Bounce one or just keep throwing fastballs by him, see if he misses.
I say try to make him chase here and then maybe come
And he
back to it.
did go after it, and he came up empty. It was another fastball, and he couldn't catch up to it this time, couldn't even foul it off.
Here comes Dom Zare.
And Zare, he's had his history of clutch moments for the Blue Sox.
2 ground outs tonight.
But he's got to come through here with an 0-2. Blue Sox do not want to...
Zare's due.
Yeah, I'll say. 294 on the season coming into play. Down and in for ball 1.
Always in the lower part of the order, but still someone you should not take lightly. Zare
Absolutely not.
sure knows how to hit.
Come on, Gabe.
Blew the fastball by him, and it's 1-1, and Van Eman is realizing his fastball is his asset right now. Zare was 0 for 2 with a strikeout the last time he faced the Bulldogs.
Another swing and a miss right there.
And it's all fastballs right now. He's not gonna let him speed up their bats. An excuse me swing foul, and he's lucky he made contact. I have a feeling this might be Van Eeman's last batter regardless.
Yeah.
And he's going to step off. One, two, the count to Zare. Bases loaded. Fastball again, but he's wisely able to lay off that one.
We got 2 down. Right?
Gotta come through here. 2 down. And the Blue Sox leave the bases loaded.
I'm really wishing he stayed on third on that play.
Oh, you're telling me that just crushing out there for the Blue Sox, and now they'll have to hope that Hurley. They'll have to hope that Hurley can keep the Bulldogs at bay here.
As we head into the 6th.
How many hits do the Blue Sox have right now? How many have they left?
Blue Sox have 5 hits tonight.
5 hits. How many have they left?
Left on base?
Yeah. They've left a runner in every inning, haven't they? Or...
Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
9 batters left on base.
Jake Vessling is now pitching. And Alex Krylov's behind the plate. Gotcha. Okay. So, Alex Krylov, the new catcher. Jake Vessling, the new pitcher. Dom Zare has moved from center to left. Center to right, rather.
We got Krylov behind the plate.
Krylov behind the plate, yep. And Fritz now in center field.
Who was Fritz in for?
Fritz, in Rachis' spot, yes. So Vessling takes over on the mound. And for Vessling, this is his 3rd appearance of the season. Last pitch on June 23rd against Andre. Both his appearances have been against the Chiefs. 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Good for an ERA of 6.01. For his first assignment in over a month, almost a month rather. I can't figure out which adjective I'm going for. He will have to keep the Bulldogs at bay as they have 6 more outs to get. Blue Sox in 3rd place right now in the Intercity League standings, but have 2 games in hand on both teams above them, the Americans and the Expos. Strike 2. If the Blue Sox were to win their next 2 games And absent the other games... Oh, that just missed.
That just missed.
Oy.
It's Pat Solomon.
Absent the Americans and Expos results, the Blue Sox would have first place. Swing and a miss, strike three, and a big curveball. One down here in the top of the sixth.
Here comes Zach Willis, DH. Flew out to center field and ground out to second base so far.
So we're looking at the 4, 5, and 6, the middle third of the order here for the Bulldogs. And Vessling's going to step off. Vessling in his second Intercity League season with the Blue Sox in 2019, pitched in 5 games, was 1-0 with 1 save and 11 innings of work, allowed 13 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts for an ERA of 191. Krylov out to have a word with Vessling. I talked about Hall being a solid offensive catcher for the Blue Sox addition of Wojtek. We also look at Krylov, 308 with a double, triple, and 6 RBIs. Though he has struck out 20 times in 39 at-bats. Big cut and a miss. "20 strikeouts compared to just 3 walks for Krylov at the plate.
Nice ratio.
At the plate?
Oh,
No.
oh, I was thinking.
No. If you're a pitcher, you love to have a 20 to 3 strikeout to walk ratio. Batter, not so much.
Yeah, batter, not so much.
Fouled off.
So fouled back.
Fastball outside again. We approach the 2-hour mark of this game as we're in the top of the 6th. Fouled off. So clearly a bullpen kind of game for the Blue Sox. Don't know if that was the plan with Karras going out there, but it certainly became the plan once he exited with that blister after 2 1/3.
Yep, and then Cobb came in for 2 early for...
A little inside-out job down the left field line. That's going to get down for a base hit, and he will hold it first. It was hit slowly and fielded awkwardly enough by Johnson that entertaining the thought of second was Willis, but he holds it first as the tying run.
In comes Liam Merlin with a walk and a strikeout tonight.
See if the Blue Sox can roll another double play ball.
That would be a very, very nice...
Treat.
Yeah.
Pitcher's best. Runners.
Oh.
Got him. No! Wow!
Oh, they do.
They do call him out. Oh, did they call him out? They
Reversed the
did.
call,
They
yeah.
reversed the call after he overslid the bag, and that's the turf infield for
Yeah.
you. Like the turf infield, the all-turf field for baseball fields is supposed to reduce maintenance costs.
Right.
But one thing it costs you is runs.
You got to start your slide.
You got to start your slide much earlier.
Yeah.
You got to start your slide much earlier, and it's a challenge. And I also don't like the idea of a turf mound either.
No. I know a lot of guys like to dig in the dirt. Really.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. And then you're then you're just getting your spikes full of shredded tires.
Yeah. I'm swinging this. I'll try to take first on that.
And it will not be
Unsuccessful there.
it will not be successful, and a a possible game-saving overslide of the bag at second. And the Blue Sox have a chance for some insurance again.
8-9 due up.
8-9-1. So it'll be
John Fritz.
Fritz, Jones, and Feliciano due up.
Start off the bottom of the 6th.
Van Eeman's still out there. All right.
I wonder how many pitches he's at.
Yeah. That's one thing you should definitely take it. You should get this score sheet you should use the ball and strike. You should use the ball and strike counts on your score sheet. Mm-hmm. And then just any fouls, you just mark those next to the strikes.
Yeah, a lot of times, especially at home games, Bruce will be right next to me.
Yeah,
but things like that. But yeah, like in a situation like this, you're right.
Yeah. Can we help you?
Sorry I yelled at you, but I got the out call, didn't I?
What?
Sorry I yelled at you, but I got the out call, didn't I?
You got the out call. You were wrong, though.
I know.
Is he talking about the one off the net?
He's talking about the one off the net. You're going to take that to the grave, aren't you, Matt? God.
That's funny.
No, she's not on Instagram.
All right, here we go. Van Eeman still on the mound.
Down and away for ball 1 to Fritz. John Fritz, 200 hitter, 6 for 30, with 1 double and 2 RBIs, 2 walks, and 12 strikeouts. 1 for 2 in stolen base opportunities, if something to think about if he gets on base. Got it. Outside. She's got a little over 1,000 followers. Yep. We're talking about Tina's Facebook page. Yeah. And to first base goes Fritz as we were just turned our heads just a minute. Do you get hit? All right. So that'll bring up Jones, and third baseman's anticipating the bunt, so that may be the yep. He's going to try and square, and no throw made. And the question is that ball one or did he offer? 1-0. So he did hold up. So let's see if he tries to lay one down again here. If he gets a 2-0, it'll be interesting to see if he gets the green light. He squares, pulls back, and it's ball 2.
So now we'll see what they call here.
But quiet.
What is going on
no
here?
warning on the bench. I don't want to hear it.
A warning issued to the Reading dugout for some questioning the ball and strike calls.
Something similar happened last game here, too.
That'll get down the third base line, and they'll touch it foul, so it'll be strike 1. You got to be very careful with balls like that.
Yeah.
If you wait too long for it to go foul, it might just die in fair territory.
And then you sacrifice that base runner.
Then you have first and second on a bunt single, and who knows what can happen with Sway at the bat. You know, he'll try to lay one down. Oh, look, the third base is playing even closer now. Oh, this is a beautiful one. It's down between the catcher and the pitcher. They get the out, but it's a perfect sacrifice with the third baseman crashing in. And that'll put a runner in scoring position for Sway.
Sway ground into the 4-3 double play last time up. It's in the inning.
Sway's average is high enough to be the league leader, but doesn't have enough plate appearances. That's low for ball 1. Sway dancing out of the way so as not to interfere with the catcher. Big spot here. The Blue Sox have left 9 runners on base through the first 5 innings. This is a grounder to the right side. It'll get the runner over to third, but they're now 2 down.
And then comes Gage Gaunt again.
Gaunt hoping for a better result than his last time when he
Got caught.
got thrown out at home after blowing through the stop sign after sliding into third on an overthrow. Like to redeem himself here.
Singled that at bat.
Single got to third on Alvarez's hit and then took off for home after the overthrow, but was thrown at home by 10 feet.
A little overeager there.
Yep.
Seems like he went against the coach's call.
Yeah, Karras, you could see Karras barking at him as he went back to the dugout. So 1-1 the count, and like I say, Gaunt looking for redemption, and he'll get it to the left side. This is going to be just a routine 5-3 putout, and the Blue Sox have left 10 through the first 6 innings. So we go to the top of the 7th, closing time for the Blue Sox, and the bottom third of the order due up for the Bulldogs.
We'll bring into pitch. If they'll stay with Vessling or not.
Let's see.
2-1 the score since the 5th inning. 2 runs coming for the Blue Sox back in the
Is
first.
that Del Carmen?
Oh, looks like it is.
Oh, boy. Manny? All right.
Last guy you want to see if you're the Bulldogs.
Yep. Anything else?
This is his first save situation.
First save situation of the year. Okay. So Manny Del Carmen, the former Red Sox and part-time NESN analyst, joined the Blue Sox in 2018, was lights out as their closer, and still with the team. He's played DH a couple times for the Blue Sox, and this is his first save situation of the year.
I believe Graham told me he is upwards of 40 years old and can
Yeah.
still touch 88 miles per hour on that fastball.
Oh, isn't that great? All right. Del Carmen making his 4th appearance of the year. 3 innings, 1 hit allowed, no runs, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. Has not faced the Bulldogs this year.
Here's Dan Baker, second baseman, up at the plate.
And Baker takes outside ball 1.
Batters 7, 8, and 9 duo.
Manny last pitch on the 14th against the Expos. Broken bat grounder. This is going to be a tough play. God's got it! Offline!
Runner advances to second.
Well, maybe not! Safe!
Yeah.
Another close play at second this time. Baker hangs on to the bag, and the tying run is in scoring position on the E6. Well, time to see Manny's fortitude. It's been on display before.
Gonz is going to have those 2 plays in his mind all night.
Oh my God, you're telling me.
Oh man. But it's all right, he's someone who can bounce back and just get back into things. So hopefully
Popped
we see
up.
that.
The corner infielders are in anticipating the bunt, and instead Webster goes after the first pitch and fouls it off. Interesting. In 2019, Manny had 5 saves in 8 innings of work and struck out 17 batters. 0-2 the count now. Manny's a fastball, curveball, changeup kind of guy. He locked up a batter with strike 3 on a curveball for the last out of the 2018 championship, I believe. He'll go outside with a fastball there. But it's a little difficult when you're fastball curveball changeup and not fastball slider changeup, because then you're not really using any east-west movement.
Right.
So, like, everything is either straight or down, and that makes it easier for batters to key in on you. 2-2. Here comes the commuter rail rolling through, and here comes the train from Manny. Fouled off. Still 2-2.
Webster doubled his last at bat.
Yep. Another double would tie this game. Curveball, strike 3 called on the outside corner.
Here comes Sheena.
Sway giving directions in Spanish to Johnson.
Giving a little
Bunt unlikely, as that would put a runner at third with only two outs.
swing and a miss. Phil Carmen, the 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back.
Ball 1. Danced out, got out of the box as quick as he could with that fastball bearing in on him. Manny comes set. Change up. 2-1. So a hitter's count for the number 9 hitter, Sheena.
Here comes the 2-1.
Gets the bunt down, and this is a good one! Offline! The runner holds at third. It's an infield single. And now the tying run is 90 feet away, but the double play is in order. The lineup turns over
We got Croto coming
for Croto. And Matty Karras is stepping out of the dugout like he wants to call a conference, but now he's just directing the infield. Fastball powered in there for strike 1. See, this is the thing that the Blue Sox pitchers need to do all night. Just come after these guys.
Right.
200 team average. You're letting them hang around.
You gotta play with confidence here.
Liner to first!
And the belt. And
Sway! What do you know?
there we go. That's how you end the game.
Can't hit it harder. I can't hit it harder, much harder than that, and just be a 3 unassisted double play, and that takes all the drama out of that inning. Wow!
Blue Sox win this one 2-1. With many close calls along the way.
Many close calls along the way. The Blue Sox traded 10 runners, but they get the win, and they improve to 10-5 on the season at 20 points, tied with the Americans for second place with 1 game in hand, and 1 point behind Middlesex with 1 game in hand. Well, that was a great game to come back to after a year and a half, after 2 years really, and
it was a pleasure having you.
Yep, and I'll be back on Friday.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be here.
Yeah, please do. I don't have my broadcasting equipment with me. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So
Have a good night.
thank you.
Yeah, of course. And everyone back home, this has been Beyond Sight Sports with your host Tucker Descheneaux here, and obviously with Sam Feely doing color, and so honestly play-by-play throughout the game too. It was an absolute great time, joined by his dog Tina here. I'll just say goodbye, and yeah, we'll see you guys back here tomorrow night as the Blue Sox will be the away team, and yeah, so you can catch all the action here on Beyond Sight Sports. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss a single live stream here at Beyond Sight Sports. It's been an absolute great game tonight, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.